The lost city beneath the wave Sethan had always been fascinated by the ocean. As a child, he would spend hours staring at old maps, listening to tales of sunken ships and mysterious sea creatures. But nothing captured his imagination more than the legend of Aqualora, a city said to lie beneath the waves, hidden from the world for centuries. When an old sailor appeared at his doorstep, clutching a weathered medallion engraved with strange symbols, Ethan felt his lifelong dream come alive. This belonged to someone who lived in Aqualora, the sailor said, voice trembling. It's more than a myth, it's real, if you can find it. Ethan studied the medallion. The symbols were intricate, almost like a map pointing to a part of the ocean thought to be too dangerous to explore. He knew he had to go, and he quickly assembled a small team. Maya, a marine biologist with a talent for decoding ancient texts. Leo, an experienced deep-sea diver, and Sophia, a cartographer and tech expert. Together, they set sail on the research vessel Aurora, their hearts full of hope and trepidation. The first days were calm, the ocean sparkling under the sun, giving Ethan a false sense of security. But the sea, as always, had its own plans. On the third night, a storm hit with a fury none of them had expected. Waves towered over the ship, lightning split the sky, and the crew struggled to keep Aurora afloat. "Hold on, secure the medallion," Ethan shouted as the wind tore at their equipment. Once the storm passed, the team discovered part of the old sailor-esque story was true. Debris from ancient shipwrecks littered the waters, and strange glowing fish seemed to guide them toward the coordinates the medallion suggested. It was as if the ocean itself wanted them to find the lost city. Following the medallion's clues, they entered a dense coral reef known as the Crimson Labyrinth. The coral towers reached impossibly high, and the currents twisted in unpredictable patterns. Every wrong turn could trap them or lead them into deadly waters. This map, it's not just a guide, it's a puzzle, Maya realized, studying the medallion. The symbols match formations in the reef. Look, if we follow these patterns, we can reach the central passage. Hours passed as they navigated the labyrinth, solving riddles etched into coral walls and narrowly escaping aggressive marine predators. Finally, they found a hidden cavern entrance, illuminated by bioluminescent algae. As they swam through the cavern, the water opened into a vast underwater city. Aqualora was breathtaking, towering spires of coral and crystal streets stretched in every direction. Strange, luminous plants swayed with the currents, and schools of shimmering fish swirled in patterns that looked almost magical. It's real, Sophia whispered, awe in her voice. It's more beautiful than any legend. The team explored carefully, documenting every detail. Ancient statues lined the streets, and murals depicted a civilization that had clearly mastered both the ocean and some form of advanced technology. But something felt alive. The city seemed to watch them, every shadow hiding unknown dangers. Their exploration was cut short when the ground trembled. A massive creature, part octopus and part serpent, emerged from the shadows, its eyes glowing like molten gold. It was the guardian of Aqualora, protecting the city from intruders. Leo pulled out his diving spear. "We can't fight it head on. We need to outsmart it." Ethan remembered the medallion. The symbols corresponded to structures in the city. Perhaps they could use the environment to escape. With Maya's decoding skills, Sophia's navigation, and Ethan's courage, they led the creature through a series of traps and narrow tunnels. The Guardian's size became a disadvantage, and finally, it retreated into the shadows, leaving them in stunned silence. With the Guardian gone, the team discovered the true treasures of the city, not gold or jewels, but knowledge. Ancient scrolls and devices hinted at advanced technology, sustainable energy sources, and ways the Aqualorans had lived in harmony with the ocean. Ethan realized this was a discovery that could change humanity's understanding of the seas forever. Exhausted but triumphant, the team returned to the surface, bringing back only a few artifacts as proof, leaving the rest of the city intact and mysterious. They had uncovered a legend, but the city remained a secret, preserved beneath the waves. On the deck of Aurora, Ethan looked toward the horizon. "The ocean still holds countless secrets," he said quietly. "Aqualora is just the beginning." The team smiled, knowing this adventure was just one chapter of many. The lost city of Aqualora would forever inspire explorers, dreamers, and those willing to brave the unknown depths. The legend of Aqualora lives on, a reminder of the ocean's mysteries and the courage it takes to explore them.